It's over 90 degrees outside right now, and sitting in direct sunlight is this tent. Most people would expect it to be absolutely miserable inside this tent. And at a temperature of 114.9, I hope you can see this on the reader, it is absolutely miserable inside that tent right now. So today I want to do a test that some might say is a little bit crazy. I'm going to put this small portable air conditioner inside the tent and see if it can actually make it comfortable. Now this air conditioner is not designed to cool your whole house. It's designed for small spaces like tents, RVs, campers, sheds, tiny cabins, or other compact areas. Again, this is not a central AC unit. So let's take it outside, let's throw it in the tent, let's see what happens. Okay, to set this up is really easy. You can either put it inside the tent and use this to exhaust the hot air out of the tent, or you can put this outside of the tent and use this to blow the cool air into the tent. I'm going to place it outside of the tent, connect this up to the front, and blow the cold air into the tent. Now there is a tiny little tube on the side here. It's actually hidden right under here where you can hook up a hose so you can drain the condensation. But since I have this outside the tent, it can just drain right onto the ground. So let's go get this all connected up. Let's take another temperature check inside, and then let's turn it on. Okay, let's just get a check. We are at 105 right now inside. Let's go ahead and turn the AC on. Turning it on is really simple. We're just going to plug it in. And I have many portable power stations, so I think the plan is I'm going to take portable power stations with me when I go camping, and I'm just going to power it off of that. But for right now, in the yard, it's easiest if I just plug it into an outlet. We want to go into cool mode. All right, and we are off. Let's let this run for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go into the tent, and we're going to take a temperature reading inside the tent right at the vent to see what the temperature is coming out. All right, I have climbed into the tent, and let's just make our way over to the cold part. So this is where the tube is blowing the cold air in. Let's take my temperature reader, and I'm just going to put it here at the tube because I just want to see what we're dealing with. And that's not bad. We're at 65 degrees coming out of this AC unit. Oh wow, now we're at 56. It's getting significantly colder, which is great. So let's let this continue to run. I'm going to seal the tent back up, and we'll check in maybe, I don't know, in about 45 minutes to an hour. And just to emphasize that this tent is really like the worst ideal scenario, we are not even fully sealed on the side here. This is just a flap, basically, that's got a screen behind it. So I'm just going to Velcro this, keep it as sealed as I can. But yeah, I'm impressed so far with the temperature coming out of the unit. So let's check back in 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, now it's been roughly 45 minutes that the air conditioner has been running. Let's go back in the tent. Let's take a temperature reading, and then let's also take a decibel reading because I want to see how loud that is and can you sleep in the tent with that air conditioner running. Okay, so our first reading was about 105. Let's go ahead and open the tent a little bit, and let's take another temperature reading. And we've actually come down nicely. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. We are at 72.5 degrees, down from 105. And now using my decibel meter, I'm going to stop talking. Let's see where we're at. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. We're at 50.8. And since I've got the door of the tent open now, it's showing the temperature of 77. So we have actually cooled off really nicely, and you can absolutely sleep in this tent with a decibel reading of 50.8 because I've got the intake or the exhaust right here where the cold air is coming out, and I would put my head right there for the sleeping bag. Not a problem at all. Now I just went outside and lowered the temperature even more. Let's get another reading of the temperature as it is coming out of the unit itself. All right, we are getting, and I hope you can see this, 49.6 degrees. That is amazing. And like I said, I just lowered it. It's the height of the day. If this was at nighttime, you'd get this even lower, and the tent is very, very comfortable. In fact, let's get one more reading with our decibel meter because this is another temperature gauge as well. Okay, so now that I've had the door closed for a few more minutes, Temperature has settled nicely. We're at about 68, 69 degrees, and that is very comfortable. And I just took one last temperature reading of the unit itself. We are at 45.6. Okay, now that I think you can clearly see that this has cooled the tent really nicely, I just want to go over a couple of specs. The unit is roughly 28 pounds, 30 pounds. It's rated at 50 decibels, and it was spot on with that decibel meter. We were at 50.8 decibels. If I had moved that decibel meter around the tent, I would have gotten different readings, but it was spot on. It cooled really nicely. It takes about 650 to 700 watts while it's running. So you're going to want to power this with either a larger portable power station, maybe a small inverter type generator like a Honda or a Champion. You don't need a lot of power. You need 650 to 700 watts. That's going to vary, and it's going to lower as the tent cools down during the night and as the unit can throttle back. I did not have the temperature adjusted the right way when I started the test. In fact, I had it about 74. When I realized it wasn't the lowest, I came outside and lowered it. That's when I got that really cold temperature reading of like 48.5. And I'm pretty sure that that temperature reading will get even lower as the night goes on and we're not in direct sunlight. The controls on the unit are really simple. This button right here is basically your fan. This is a timer. This is your temperature up and down. You can change the modes from here, and this is on and off. These are just lights. It's really bright outside, so you can't see. But we're in air conditioning mode. You've got dehumidification mode. You've got night mode. And this rocket symbol is basically like turbo cool, so you can cool the tent down really quickly. Now, like I said, I bought this specifically for the tent, but really what I was doing in addition to testing this in the tent, I just wanted to test it in general because my plan is to use this as a backup air conditioning unit if I need to cool, say, a bedroom during a power outage. I want you to think about this for a minute. If that unit can cool an uninsulated tent with windows that don't even seal and it's 100+ degrees starting, if you put that in an insulated house, in a bedroom with the shades drawn down, and you vent it out the window with the exhaust, you're definitely going to cool a small bedroom or a camper, an RV, a shed, a tiny home, whatever it is, that will actually do it. And that's the real purpose of my test, was to see if it could cool the tent, which it did, then I know that it can cool a small room. Because now in my arsenal of backup supplies, I have a small portable air conditioning unit that if all the power fails, if my central air fails, my window AC fails, I can fire that thing up. I can run it on a power station or a small generator. And again, I can sleep comfortably during the night. And when you're done using the unit, breakdown is even easier. We're literally just gonna come over here, turn the unit off, gonna walk to the front, disconnect the vent, which is actually really nice and cold. Can unscrew it from this, unplug the unit, pick it up, and walk away. That's it. Now there's just a few things I didn't mention that I think are important, so I'm just gonna bring them up now. I have the unit set up outside the tent because for my situation right now, that was the easiest. But let's say it was gonna rain tonight or we were expecting rain. You could very easily put the unit in the tent, like I indicated earlier, and instead of venting the cold air in, you can vent the exhaust air out. You can also feel the cold air in the tent from a distance away. So I have it routed into the corner. I sat in the other corner and I can actually feel the cold air as it hit the wall and bounced off it, and it just blew on me. So it is a powerful unit. You're not stuck being directly in front of it. You can actually feel the breeze all around the tent. Finally, the thing I like the most about it is it has a handle, so it's really easy to just pick that up and carry it in a comfortable position. Now, am I gonna go hiking in the Adirondacks with this unit? No, I'm definitely not gonna go hike with a 30-pound AC unit. But if you're camping near your car, if you've got a tent stand, if you're just somewhere where you're not hiking very far, this is a great unit to use. Guys, I'm gonna put a link if you wanna learn more about that unit. Just click on it, it'll give you all the information if you wanna pick one up. If you have questions, leave them in the comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I am getting really hot out here. I'm gonna go back in the tent to cool off. Thanks again for watching.